What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. This is me. Hope y'all had an amazing Halloween and Halloween weekend. I did, but we have to talk about all of the confirmations and news that broke this past weekend. Some absolutely crazy stuff. First of which, no more speculation on whether Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in Spider-Man No Way Home. What started as leaked descriptions and text quickly morphed into photos all over social media and the web. We're going to talk about what happened with that, as well as the breaking rumor now from multiple sources that actor and comedian Jim Carey has joined the MCU. We know what character he'll be playing, even some details as to when he might show up, and then conclude with the Eternals. And if somehow you haven't seen that news, what looks like lining up to be one of the worst received MCU movies, at least initially, as long as we've seen in a long time. So we're going to break down everything from this past weekend, but we'll start with the Tobey and Andrew stuff. First, if you could, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. We're still giving away a PlayStation 5. This is going to be like the 10th or 15th console in the last 3 years here at the channel. This next one's at 900,000 subscribers, which we should easily hit by November's end. All you have to do to be entered to win, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and if you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so in case you somehow missed this, as it was basically reported everywhere on YouTube, it started at the beginning of the weekend in light of it being Halloween with leaked descriptions of costumes based on the film. You had Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, Tom Holland's Peter Parker, but then side by side with Tom Holland's Peter Parker, you had descriptions of Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's costumes as well. Well, words are words and anybody can write anything, but then following that, pictures of all of these descriptions, as were indicated existed by the original leak, started popping up everywhere, and they have been all over social media. So no more speculation if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are in the film, and I'm sure Andrew Garfield's got at least one more cringe denial in him between now and then, whenever they finally drop the second trailer. But if there were any of you who were wondering why there wasn't a poster or trailer yet, it's because obviously this reveal is coming in said trailer. They're trying to drop it as close as they can to the actual film. There's no poster because they'll both be on it as well. And now that we've seen the costumes in the photo, forget all of that photoshopped VFX. Was it a deep fake? Was it not? This indeed is just the costumes from the film, meaning they're in it. No more speculation. Now, changing gears for just a sec from Spider-Man No Way Home to the future of the MCU, it broke in multiple places but still labeled as a rumor that Jim Carrey's joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and as M.O.D.O.K, a character we just saw played in animated form by Patton Oswalt, and a show that we had heard was renewed for a second season. Now, while this didn't break from somewhere like Deadline or The Hollywood Reporter, one of the trusted industry insider trades that we basically treat as fact, or even one of the trusted industry insiders for that matter, may I remind you that recently, over a month ago, Cosmic Circus nailed the casting of Will Poulter as Adam Warlock, literally 2 weeks before places like Variety reported on it. So, while we are going to give a little more reverence to places that have sort of a track record, we'll label this as a rumor for now. Remember, we are right around the corner from the Disney Plus announcements on the 12th that has a presentation from Marvel Studios. If it's anything like what we got last year in the Disney Investors Day meeting in December, or the year before at San Diego Comic-Con, alongside new titles and characters come some casting announcements. Perhaps the reason this rumor is coming out now is because an announcement is imminent with that Disney Plus Day on November 12th. Regardless of that, the report is that he's playing M.O.D.O.K in the future of the MCU for multiple projects, and we may actually see him as early as the upcoming She-Hulk. Now, again, treat that all as rumor, definitely in grain of salt territory, but that is a huge join for the MCU, and it'll be interesting to see if they do continue the M.O.D.O.K show on Hulu. I'm not sure how many of you watched it. I tried a couple of times, could not get into it. I really tried. I do like Patton Oswalt, but man, that show really felt like it was trying to be a bunch of other shows that it wasn't. That aside, we'll see the future here of MCU's M.O.D.O.K hopefully will be quite a bit different. Speaking of quite a bit different, the Eternals is set to release in just a couple of days and has somehow managed to be what looks like, at least initially, I'm saying what's the worst received Marvel movie ever, even behind Thor: Dark World as far as its Rotten Tomato score. But as has been revealed, this is a very inclusive and representative movie. And as you guys can imagine, the fervor to go hate something burns much hotter than the fervor to go like it. Meaning if you have a bunch of people who feel offended or triggered somehow and they feel like they need to rush and all spam 1-star reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, that's how the rating can drop so low. Now, just because there are a bunch of haters out there who want to hate on it for the wrong reasons doesn't make it a good movie that's being unfairly treated. And I think because it, again, is quite a bit different from most of the Marvel canon in being a primarily art film that also happens to be a Marvel movie, you add on top of that the triggers for a bunch of haters to go out there and hate for no reason, and then you add that to Marvel fans who are okay saying they don't like the movie, and you find a very small sliver of Venn diagram in the middle, people who want to give it a pass because it's a Marvel movie or actually enjoyed it. And those sort of voices are not going to outweigh the weight of how many haters are out there right now, or how many Marvel fans that we trust say they didn't like the film because it wasn't the kind of film that they want from a Marvel movie. Now, again, if you haven't seen my review somehow, I urge you to watch it because I break down exactly in what ways it's an art house film. Yes, made for the mainstream, which is not typical of that genre, but unconventional and very, very highly symbolic, which again, for a Marvel film, there are always Easter eggs and odes, but not allegories the way that there's built in the Eternals, making it a very different offering of a film than we're used to in the MCU. One thing I will mention that I found extremely interesting is I was watching the Braves last night for Game 5. I live in Atlanta. I am a diehard Buffalo Bills fan. My grandmother's from Buffalo, and I'm originally from New York, runs on my mom's side of the family, but, you know, I've lived in Atlanta for a lot of years. Casual Braves fan. One thing I noticed was behind home plate, there were 2 huge ads, one of which was a banner for Disney Plus, a banner for Marvel Studios, and on that banner was Hawkeye, not Eternals. Hawkeye's not set to come out till the end of the month, and it's a Disney Plus show at that. The Eternals comes out in 4 days, and in what's one of the highest priced, best real estate places, Game 5 of the World Series, very, very prime real estate as far as the eyes, meaning that ad was right there while they're up to bat. I saw Hawkeye advertised by Marvel Studios, not Eternals. And maybe I'm reading just a little bit into that, but man, if you had a major blockbuster, 2.5-hour blockbuster coming out in 4 days, or Hawkeye coming out at the end of the month on Disney Plus, which a lot of people will watch because they have the Disney Plus subscription anyway, wouldn't you want to be going all in on the marketing for the Eternals? And the fact that they weren't, maybe, again, I'm reading too much into it, or maybe, just maybe, Marvel Studios is cutting bait, realizing that this one is not going to go down the way that they wanted to, and to keep it moving. Saw a rumor somewhere that they're not lining up for a second or third film, and if that's in any way true, well, it tells you what's going on over there. But guys, let me know all your thoughts down below. Jim Carey as M.O.D.O.K, confirmed Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Are you going to see Eternals? Can't wait to see your guys' reaction to it. Again, I'll leave a link down to my review in the comments. I'll link it at the end of this video if you haven't seen it. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff again before I let you go. We're still giving away a PlayStation 5. Again, this is going to be like the 10th, 15th, maybe 13th console we've given away here in the last couple of years. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners announced at the end of the video. All you have to do to keep up with the content is hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on, and as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at IamFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, wherever you listen to original music under the name Allfires, including the song you hear in the background of this video. Hit the subscribe button. Hang out, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for checking this out. I love all of you. Peace, love, Spider-Man.